Hello, everyone. You know what? I figured I would finally post something like this to show just how difficult being an Uber driver is and some of the issues that come up that we have to deal with. So, this is my screen. I have a 4.57 rating. I've had some issues, personal issues going on, so I haven't been able to give probably the best 5-star service. But I want to go into the rider feedback, and this is the thing that makes it very difficult for drivers. It is super vague. So I have low ratings for navigation, for cleanliness, and for professionalism. Navigation, let's go into that. Late arrival, missed ETA. So, timely pickups are part of what makes Uber experience great. To avoid the late arrivals, use your navigation app and be sure you're driving towards the rider icon on the map. That is extremely vague. So, late arrival or missed ETA. We can't control traffic. There is no way to control it. So, late arrival, it's not helpful to rate us on late arrival. We do the best we can. I use Waze. I try to get there in the most efficient manner and try to get you there in the most efficient manner. So, late arrival, missed ETA doesn't make a whole lot of sense, honestly. So, navigation. You know what? I navigate as best I can. Every driver generally does. And we use the GPS. We ensure it, that we try to get there as quick as possible. Some guys may not, and rating some of us on this seems really dumb. Okay, cleanliness. Good practice to regularly clean the inside and outside of your car. Checking the back seat between trips is also helpful to make sure nothing's left behind by the other riders. So here's the thing. Checking between trips. That takes time. That takes effort. Often, we get another call right away, especially in the San Francisco Bay Area where I am. We get a call immediately, almost immediately. So there's almost no way to stop unless we turn our app off. And turning our app off means we lose money. Now, I'm going to show you my vehicle real quick. So here is my front seat. This is a brand new 2016 Dodge Journey. And we'll go ahead and check out the back of the vehicle. Back of the vehicle. I mean, other than some stuff on the floor because, people have stuff on their feet. Push the seat back. I mean, I personally keep Starbursts and Mad Libs in here. If people have issues and they're rating me on appearance based on Starbursts and Mad Libs, well, okay, then I guess nobody gets anything out of any of these rides. So, yeah, my floor mats are a little bit dirty, but, people drop really sticky stuff in there, and it may be the weekend or the end of the week before I get to it. But as you can see, I have a pretty clean car. I wash it every week before I start. And I mean, yes, it's the weekend. I don't get exactly all the time in the world to go ahead and stop every single day to wash my car. If I did that, I would spend more money than I'd make. But as you can see, I have a fairly clean car. Pretty typical for the average. So let's look at the last thing in here, the most vague. I have an altercation just due to the fact that a passenger attacked me and they tried to claim I did something. So let's go ahead and look at service. Service being the most vague thing in the world. Each rider is unique and may have a different expectation of service, but being courteous and respectful towards riders will increase the likelihood of receiving 5-star ratings. You can also consider opening the doors for riders, asking if they have a preferred route, or checking to see if they're comfortable. Here's the thing. You as an Uber passenger, you're paying X. We then as Uber drivers are getting between 72 and 75% of that ride, sometimes less than that. If it's pouring rain, I'm not getting out of my vehicle to open the door for you. I'm sorry, but I'm not an Uber Black. I am an Uber X, I'm an Uber Pool, and I'm an Uber XL. Nothing about this is chauffeur level service. So having an expectation that we're going to open the doors for you, especially on a busy street, we're going to get out in the middle of traffic, open the doors for you and get you in, is not going to happen. I mean, this is a service. You're going from point A to point B. And as far as, let's see, if you have a preferred route, speak up. We don't know where you want to go or how you want to get there. Generally, most people are fine with Waze. Waze seems to get you there the best. If you want to speak up, please speak up. Don't expect us to sit there and have knowledge of how you want to get someplace. We follow the GPS. We get there in the most efficient manner. And ask if they're comfortable. If you're not comfortable, why aren't you speaking up to say something to us? Now, as far as this service one, the one I can figure out is probably the fact that I don't have an aux cord. I don't have an aux port. Here's my system right here. I have power charging stations. I don't have an aux port. There's no aux port to connect to. If you want to change the music, change the music. Just ask. And I'm not going to take my hands off the wheels to go ahead and make sure I put on the music that you're after. I have Pandora running. If you want to change it, just change it. Don't sit there and expect that I have an aux cord, which I don't have a port for, or have an expectation that I'm going to know every single thing that you're after. Please remember, this is a cheap service. This is cheaper than taxis at this point. A lot of us barely scrape by. A lot of us, we do it because it's the only thing that we have to do at this time. It's still a tough economy. I have kids, so I don't have the ability to do any other job. But sitting here and rating us and giving us, in Uber's case, super vague reasons why you're rating us less than 5 stars makes no sense. See, I can't even interpret, well, what was dirty in my car? As everyone saw, my car is fairly clean. Service. What service did you not get? We're not getting the ability as drivers to sit there and correct any mistakes. So we have no idea. And I don't know if that's on Uber, if they've decided that they don't want to tell us what we're doing wrong. But to go ahead and tell us that, we have bad ratings, but not tell us how to correct them, just give us some vague idea of what went wrong with that ride, not helpful. It doesn't help anyone. It doesn't help the passengers. It doesn't help the drivers. We're honestly in the dark a lot of the time on this. So better transparency and better pay would probably make everything a lot better for everybody. I get you're fighting Lyft and Juno and other things in here, but to continuously every year dock our pay or increase the amount that we have to pay you, it makes it very difficult for anyone to provide 5 stars if you just see your pay go down every single year. So riders, when you see that, decrease in prices that Uber tells us is temporary, understand that it's not temporary. You never see the prices go back up because Uber fights Lyft. Lyft won't raise the prices because they want the market share, and Uber won't raise prices because they want market share, and they'd lose it to Lyft. So, if you're expecting a high level service for as little as you pay to get someplace, I order a taxi, order a chauffeur service, order a black car. If you want a guy to get out in the pouring rain or on a busy street to open the door for you, then order Black service, order Uber SUV. But sitting here and having high expectations for something that you're paying so little for, you're paying less than taxi rate. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to give you. But that's the end of my rant as a driver.